Hello, today is Saturday. It is the 15th of September 2012, and in the year 2009, on the 17th of May, I did a video entitled Gold Over $5,000 per ounce coming soon. Well, the sequel to that will be coming out tonight. I'm going to be planning for this to be uploaded and ready to be viewed for 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, that's New York time, and 4:30 p.m. Pacific in the locations of Vancouver and Los Angeles. I'm excited about putting out this video, a lot of great information, and I'd be very grateful by having the thumbs up on the video to help out for the ratings as well as comments. I'd be so excited if I could get that for the video. I also did a video, Gold History and Timeline. These are the two key information videos that I think are important, or my most important gold ones. So this would be my third most important gold video that will be shown for tonight. Okay, this video will be referring to that of long shot odds, and gambling for that matter. Now, long shot wagering is where you risk a little to usually win a lot on an outcome that is not expected to occur. For examples of betting on long shots would be the Buffalo Bills, or almost any NFL team, to win a particular Super Bowl. Betting on any or all 6 NBA, NFL spreads, and getting every single total or spread correct. Not very easy. Getting one, not so hard. 2's not as difficult, and the more and more you do, the harder it gets. Betting on any specific number to appear on roulette is, well, betting on a long shot, and well, betting on the fiat currency to survive is betting on a long shot. Now, a lot of it comes down to the odds. If you think an occurrence from your research is going to occur one of every 20 times, yet you're going to be getting 15 to 1 on your money, then you are making a poor bet. Whereas if you were getting 30 to 1 on your money, you'd be making a very good bet. Within roulette, if you play the roulette game at a casino, they'll pay you 32 to 1 for any particular number to come up. Now, there's 36 possible numbers that can come up, so the odds are not in your favor. Whereas if they gave you 40 to 1, which they will not do, then the odds would be. As far as betting that the fiat currency will actually survive, you're really not getting good odds at all in making that wager. It's just a terrible, terrible bet. Because if you bet the other side, you're risking a lot to win a little. I want to go over some previous bets that I made too, and the one that I passed on yesterday. So let's get started. First off, it was the year 2000. And it was baseball. And at the end of the regular season, these were the top 9 baseball teams in regards to wins. The San Francisco Giants were a 97-win team with the best record. 8 of these 9 teams made the playoffs. And I was able to get 30 to 1 on one of these teams to win the World Series about a month before the playoffs started. 15 to 1 just to make it to the World Series or win their conference pennant. Now, you would think it would be a team like maybe the Seattle Mariners, maybe even the New York Yankees, who would have struggled that year if they only had 87 wins. But no, it was the San Francisco Giants. 97 wins that year. And when there was a month left in the season, they pretty much had the 10-game division lead, which means it was a lock they'd make the playoffs. You got to win 3 rounds to win the World Series. So 2 to the power of 3, or 2 times 2 times 2 is 8 to 1. And that's, of course, if you have a 50-50 shot of winning each series. To me, I was thinking that the odds were so wrong, and I put a decent amount on the San Francisco Giants to win the World Series. Of course, first round of the playoffs, the New York Mets defeated the San Francisco Giants, and my bet lost. I don't even know who won the World Series that year. I know it wasn't the New York Mets because they haven't won in a coon's age. It wasn't the San Francisco Giants, or it wasn't the Cleveland Indians. It wasn't the Oakland A's. I don't know if it was the Chicago White Sox. The Braves hardly won, so maybe that was the year they won. The Yankees seem to win all the time. Maybe they pulled out the win. I don't know. But the Giants didn't win. I didn't get my 30-1 payout. 2 years later, we now move into hockey, Olympic hockey. And this is in Salt Lake City, the Olympics this particular year. And the first game was Canada versus Sweden. I didn't wager this game because I didn't know what to expect too much. And these games meant nothing for the most part. But on this 15th of February, the Czech Republic-Germany game, I kind of did make a wager, but I was on the opposite side of the long shot. I bet on the Czech Republic to beat Germany. I felt it was about a 100% chance that they defeated them, which they obviously did. I was getting about 5-6% on my money. So for every $1,000 I would wager, I get about 60. I think it was closer to 70 actually. Very easy money. So what did I decide to do, being the genius that I am? Well, self-proclaimed genius maybe I'll say. I decided to bet my entire bankroll on the Czech Republic because it's just an easy 7% increase of my bankroll by doing such. And the score was 8-2. 3-0 after the first period. The score in the second period was 3-1, so that was 6-1. Easy win. Then comes Sunday, the 17th of February, 2002. I remember this day like it was yesterday. I didn't play Sweden versus Czech Republic because generally speaking, there are 6 good international hockey teams and everyone else are jokes. Germany is not one of those good teams. So I did the exact same thing that I did on the Friday. I put my entire bankroll on Canada to beat Germany. Decided to go to the bar that night with a few friends. No concern on this game whatsoever. This was just an easy 5-6% added to my bankroll. First period was scoreless. One of my friends came to me at the intermission and said, "Are you concerned?" No. I mean, this is Canada. Okay, Canada doesn't destroy them like the Czech Republic would, but they still easily win every time. 3-0 after the second period. I'm like, I told you so. And they're probably going to win by 4 goals, not like 6 like the Republic did, but they'll win. Then the third period comes into play. It's 3-1. Okay, not really worried. Then I see 3-2, noting that if the game ends in a tie, it literally ends in the tie, and you would lose that bet because the winning bet would be draw. Well, I ended up going home back to my apartment that day and watched the last 2 minutes, and Germany was pressuring like no other, and I was freaking out. But thankfully, I got the W. I did not bet on Sweden. I was too scared. I suffered trauma from going against the underdog, doing the opposite of a long shot, and barely winning. Now, when the playoffs of the Olympic hockey occurred, the quarterfinals was very, very interesting. Again, the top 6 teams that I note: Russia, Czech Republic, United States, Finland, Canada, and Sweden. Therefore, Belarus and Germany are the jokes of hockey. The same friend that asked me if I was worried decided to make a 3-game bet. Betting on the United States to beat Germany, that's a lock. Betting on Canada to beat Finland, even though Finland's got a lot of good players, they had Saku Koivu and a bunch of other good ones, it was still expected they were not in Canada's league. But they won. And then, of course, taking Sweden to beat Belarus, which is one of the most famous international or famous hockey games in hockey history. This is the game that single-handedly ended Sweden goalie's career, Tommy Salo, by letting in a very funny goal in the final parts of the third period. Now, unlike the games before, there were no draws in this because overtime would declare a winner if need be. But with that being said, there goes that simple, easy bet because the long shot had won. So by making that bet, sometimes you're going to lose, but in my opinion, when a joke team in hockey plays a good team with the good team trying, the good team has better than a 99% chance of winning, which meant if I'm getting 7% back, well, the odds are in my favor. And then this worked out that Russia beat the United States 3-2, but look at Canada kills the Belarus team. And then later on, Russia kills Belarus. It's like that all the time, and it was for years, which was the reason I decided to make those wagers. Finally, let's now talk about yesterday, because yesterday there was an interesting setup. This was a chart as I had seen it yesterday morning, Friday morning at 9:42 a.m. Eastern Time. I had the opportunity with another online casino to be able to wager for silver to have an impressive up day. I can wager for silver to be close above here, or close above here, or close above 35.50, or close below here, close below here. And the further that I go, the better the odds happen to be. This is one of the rare times I looked into the charts and I stated there is a very good chance that not only will silver have an up day, but a spectacular up day. And here I'm being offered 20-1 odds for silver to break something around 35 and a third, 35.40 at this time, and have a tremendous up day. Now at this time frame, I had my balance within my online casino already wagered all in this weekend on Sunday football games, a 2-game parlay. I thought about adding or depositing for this one particular bet, but I decided no. I'm thankful now that I did, but at least I went through the odds and realized even though it was a losing bet, it was still a good wager, because if you're going to hit a 20-1 shot, you got to be right 5% of the time to break even over the long-term time frame. And, well, close to 7, 8, 9% to say that you're doing really good and you're beating the house, basically, in what is a skill-based game. And when I go through the long shots in here, betting on a team to win the Super Bowl, oh, there's Vegas, they say, and there's skill, but it's not easy to do. Betting on a 6-game parlay, again, there's skill within this. And if you can do well enough, you can do better than 54, 55, 56% of picking winners, you'll make it okay. Betting on any specific number to appear on roulette. Now, I would like to say that this is 100% luck. But there's also a theory that I have that in the direction and the way that person throws the ball on the spin can give you a general area of where it will locate. So instead of having a 36-1 shot for the area to hit, it would be different. But that's just theory. I'm going to leave it at that without knowing that. No, it's just pure luck and a terrible bet. And again, in here, what's the odds that the fiat currency survives, and what's the payouts when you consider betting that it doesn't survive is doing that of buying physical gold, silver, and other tangible assets to preserve your wealth. So thank you for tuning in. And again, 7:30 p.m. tonight, gold over $2,000 an ounce, $5,000 an ounce, part 2.